What's up, everybody? It is Thegoal60 here for Sunday, April the 15th, 2018, the traditional tax day. So, we have had a great week. We have been supplementing our income as we go, and I look to build on that success this week. So real quick, before I get into any baseball, I just want to point out, if you haven't already noticed, the artwork up behind me over my shoulder, that was given to me by a dear friend at QRichPhotography. And I have put the link in the description below. He sells these frames, and just so happens when you buy a frame, you get the picture with it. So his personal photography, it looks great. The picture that I have behind me has some All-Americans from the University of Alabama, both Quandro brothers, AJ McCarron, TJ Yeldon, Amari Cooper, just to name a few, and I believe Cyrus Jones is in there as well. So that is dear to my heart. As you guys, most of you know by now, know that I am a huge Alabama fan, went to the University of Alabama, and so that's why, Barry Bryant has been up behind me for a while. That was the guy that was on the picture that was drawn, if you've noticed that in any of the videos, and now we've replaced it with a little bit different artwork. So I wanted to showcase that. I'll actually put up the picture now in the video, and that way you can see it and see both the pictures that Q Rich actually sent me. So just to recap the week that we've had a very good week this time. We've been doing this for 10 days now, like I said, and this week has went great. We went 9-0. Back on Monday and Tuesday, we had 5 series that all panned out after the B bets, and then on Friday we had 4 more to add to that, where 3 of those cashed on their A bet, and then we had the Pirates last night. Now, if you watched the Pirates last night, you know that was a great game as far as very competitive. It was 0-0 heading into the top of the 9th, and probably one of the best bunts that I've ever seen. Went right over the pitcher's head and kind of just dropped in between that little tight gap here in the infield and actually scored us a run, and that was enough to get us the win last night over the Marlins. So that made it to where our system went 9-0 this week. We look forward to tomorrow, but today we actually don't have any plays. So make sure before you watch any of the rest of the video, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you do subscribe to these vlog videos, make sure you hit the bell. That way you get notifications every day when these come out. With today not having any games, we look at a few other things. One of the things that I look at today is possible sweeps that we have. And we've got several. Right now we have 6 total, or 6 possible sweeps for today that will actually benefit us if they do happen in the future potential plays with the revenge system. So I'll go right through those real quick. So first off, we have Boston over Baltimore. If the Red Sox win today, they will have swept the Orioles. We have Seattle over Oakland. If you remember right, on Friday we actually had Seattle as one of our plays, and they obviously won that day. They won yesterday. If they win again today, they will have a sweep over the A's. Arizona over the Dodgers. I can't even say it right. I'm so dang pissed about it. But if Arizona wins this game, they will have won 6 in a row against the Dodgers. That will be 2 series in a row, so obviously it will go to the next. And if you remember back on Friday, I said this was not a play for the Dodgers because the RPI gap was way too great. In the revenge system, a team that we're on can be below the other team, but it has to be within 15 points. If it's above, obviously we're good to go there. And then we have San Diego possibly sweeping the Giants. After that, we have 2 series that are in their 4th game of a 4-game series, and the way that has always worked is it's the last 3 games of that series. Obviously, if they won the first 3 and lost the 4th, they wouldn't have, the quote-unquote revenge factor. So I look at the last 3 games of the series. Now, the Angels have won the first 3 games against the Royals, and obviously if they win today, they will completely sweep the 4-game series, and the Royals will have an opportunity for revenge later on. And the last one, the Cardinals over the Reds. The Cardinals are looking to do the same and sweep this series and move on towards the future. So there you go. There's all the possible sweeps. I actually tweeted those out early this morning when I was looking at it. And so if you've seen that, you were up early. I'll generally get up pretty early and start this baseball thing every day. Currently, there are 8 possible series that we may be taking come Monday morning, with the following 3 potentially coming on Tuesday morning. So I'll just go over the 8 for Monday real quick. Potentially we have the White Sox and A's, the Royals and Blue Jays, the Rangers and Devil Rays, the Phillies and Braves, the Cardinals and Cubs, the Reds and Brewers, the Rockies and Pirates, and then the Dodgers and San Diego. So we did actually have a potential tomorrow for revenge play, which was kind of close to our heart with the Nationals and Mets. But the Mets are the top team in the RPI, and overnight I just do not see them dropping enough, and the Nationals being at like number 15 today, I don't see them coming up enough to where this would actually be a play. So that is the one revenge possibility, but I just, with the way that things are going, one game before then, I just don't feel like that's going to happen. That would be extreme, a far stretch to get to, so I don't think that's going to happen. So that's the potential plays for Monday. Obviously, we will see the lines come out this evening, and we have the RPI for today, and that can change a little bit for tomorrow. So it's just going to be just like it was on Friday. I thought that we'd have 8 or 9 plays there, or potential for 8 or 9 plays there. We ended up with actually 4. So we knocked out a few because of pitchers, we knocked out a few because of RPI, and we knock out a few because of price. And that generally gets us down. And these systems that I do, if you haven't caught on by now, is mainly about eliminating risk. We're trying to be as conservative as possible. We're trying to find the best possible route to take to where we're eliminating the most risk we can and moving forward with some games that we think that will, all we got to have is 1 out of the 3. That's it. So you guys join in. Appreciate you tuning in today. As always, I'm very grateful for every view that you guys do, and you guys getting the word out there, and we've had success. Hopefully we can build on that this week. We can move forward. So until then, I will see you tomorrow morning on Monday morning, the 16th. Have a great Sunday. Thanks.
60% of the time, it works every time.